The Jeff Vicario Show.
Bedroom rock star, picking up your sock star, plastic gangster, stacking shells and Asda, underachiever, daydream believer, ripped jeans, late teens, microwave your baked beans. You wanna change the world. You wanna change the world. You wanna change the world. You wanna change the world, but your mom won't let you.
Very Merry Christmas time to everybody listening. This is the extra special Christmas styled episode of the Jeff Vicario Show. These are some very decorative jingly bells that I've got here in my studio, which is my wardrobe closet, and I'm drinking a warm, spicy juice called glöggi. I don't know how that translates. This is a non-alcoholic version of that, since I'm recording this at 10 a.m. I've also got a decorative biscuit that I'm going to nibble on while the music plays. About this show, on the whole, it's been quite a roller coaster, manic, and awesome year. This is the 32nd show of its kind, and like I mentioned, it's extra special because it's all Christmas all the time. But on the whole, it's like I said, it's been pretty crazy doing this. You know, something like 500 songs across all these shows. Some have been good, most have been middling, and some have been probably abysmal. But that's the nature of the game when you do this on kind of on the fly, in the spur of the moment, depending on how you happen to be feeling. Now I've been sort of asking around for Christmas songs from indie artists, and I have a treasure trove of stuff to play you. And full disclosure, I haven't really listened to any of them. The stated rules for inclusion on this show went thusly: it has to be an original Christmas composition. It cannot be a cover of a classic or even an obscure song. However, and because of that rule, I have discarded some submissions that I've gotten because they were covers. However, since I haven't listened to these songs, it is entirely possible that a covers version has slipped through my net. So apologies to those who I didn't play because they were covers, because I can't be 100% sure that the music is only original, but who cares really? In the end, what am I gonna play you next? Oh yeah, one more thing. I was gonna do my own Christmas song. I've never written one. I'm not a fan of Christmas songs at all, which is probably why I'm doing this show, or is it? But I set up a deadline, a submission deadline. All songs have to be sent by December 8th or whatever. And I missed it. Missed my own deadline. I started on the song. It's written, but I never had time to record it. So maybe come Christmas 2021, I'm going to play you the first ever and probably last ever Christmas song I will write. But anyway, let's kick this off. The first song is by Jib. I got sent a couple of pieces from him, and based on the title, I decided that this might be a fitting way to start this show. So here it is. This is Jib with a song called Yule. And this is Cecily Radio. That was Jib, an artist who not only is very good, but also has been on the show before. He was among the very, very first ones to reach out when I started asking around for some original Christmas compositions, and wasn't that actually really kind of lovely? How dare you write a song that kind of gets under my skin and makes me feel good about Christmas carols? You know, it was only the other day. No, it was yesterday when I was doing some late shopping at the nearby food store, and some god-awful jazz version of Jingle Bells. Come on, why does it have to be a big band version? Like, okay, I can deal with like Frank Zappa. I can't pronounce words. Frank Zappa. Okay, what's wrong with me? Frank Zappa. You know who I'm talking about. When he does big band music, it's not cloying, it's not annoying. And then some classically trained singer decides to do a jazzy version. Anyway, that was really, really good. What a nice way to start this slightly, dare I say, swinging from one mood to the next type edition of this show, the Jeff Vicario Show, Christmas edition. By the way, this is the last show of 2020. I will be back come January, but between Christmas and New Year, I'm going to be off the air, recharging and quite possibly recording the first 2-3 episodes of 2021, because that year looks to be extra busy. Now, a message from the Kingdom of Tuatha, the ruler, the almighty wielder of synth powers, Omega Gon, is going to grace us with his presence and a song about Christmas spirits. I beseech thee, enjoyeth thee this composition. That was Omega Gone. Christmas spirits. I have been advised to let you know that you should seek out the video to this song. It is available on YouTube. I believe if you search for Omega Gone and Christmas spirits, you will find it. Now, a song described by its writer as one where that seeks to combine the joy of Christmas with the depressing side of it. That in that respect, it worked brilliantly. That sort of let's go, major, and then a dip into that really cool synth riff, driving synth riff in a minor key. I love that switch. And in keeping with the shall we say bipolar nature of the music on offer so far, I'm gonna play you a Christmas song from Bipolar Express. Now, this is a group I have wanted to have on the show for months, but I've never gotten around to doing it. They have a new album out. This Christmas song is from a Christmas album that came out a couple of years ago. So I'm gonna play this now, but come 2021, I'm gonna be playing stuff from their most recent release, which I believe is not a Christmas album. If it is, so what? The song, I'm gonna have to glance down. I'm kind of cramped. The song is called Before We Could Be Found. And again, two things. This is the three things. This is the Jeff Vicario show on SLE Music Radio. And the third thing is, I haven't listened to these songs, so I'm kind of just enjoying them for the first time here. Here it comes, Bipolar Explorer.
Et comme ils eurent entendu la voix du Seigneur Dieu, qui se promenait dans le jardin à la brise du jour, Adam et sa femme allèrent se cacher au regard du Seigneur Dieu parmi les arbres du jardin. Alors le Seigneur Dieu appela Adam et lui dit : « Où êtes-vous ? » Adam lui répondit : « J'ai entendu votre voix et j'ai eu peur, parce que j'étais nu, c'est pourquoi je me suis caché. » Le Seigneur Dieu lui répartit : « Et d'où avez-vous su que vous étiez nu, sinon de ce que vous avez mangé du fruit de l'arbre dont je vous avais défendu de manger ? » Adam lui répondit : « La femme que vous m'avez donnée pour compagne m'a présenté du fruit de cet arbre, et j'en ai mangé. » Le Seigneur Dieu dit à la femme : « Pourquoi avez-vous fait cela ? » Elle répondit : « Le serpent m'a trompée, et j'ai mangé de ce fruit. » Alors le Seigneur Dieu dit au serpent : « Parce que tu as fait cela, tu es maudit entre tous les animaux et toutes les bêtes de la terre. Tu ramperas sur le ventre, et tu mangeras la poussière tous les jours de ta vie. Je mettrai une hostilité entre toi et la femme, entre ta descendance et la sienne. Elle te brisera la tête, et tu tâcheras de la mordre par le talon. » Il dit ensuite à Adam : « Parce que vous avez écouté la voix de votre femme, et que vous avez mangé du fruit de l'arbre dont je vous avais défendu de manger, la terre sera maudite à cause de ce que vous avez fait, et vous n'en tirerez de quoi vous nourrir pendant toute votre vie, qu'avec beaucoup de travail. Elle vous produira des épines et des ronces, et vous vous nourrirez de l'herbe de la terre. Vous mangerez votre pain à la sueur de votre visage, jusqu'à ce que vous retourniez en la terre dont vous avez été tirés, car vous êtes poussière, et vous retournerez en poussière. »
Ho, ho, ho? Or, what is the correct reaction to that particular Christmas carol? What a strange, but intriguing song that was. Maybe it doth occur to me right now that I should have maybe done some better prep, but whatever. That sounded like something by, I don't know, Godspeed You Black Emperor. Like an intro to one of their long compositions. The French sort of spoken word part. I recognized one word travail. I don't even know what that means, but I recognized it. I don't speak French. That was Bipolar Explorer, before we could be found. It is entirely up to my imagination to try to figure out what was going on there. But it is from a Christmas album, so it is a Christmas song. And this is exactly what I wanted when this is pretty much what I had in mind when I started thinking about doing this show, because I figured people would send, Christmassy songs with, lots of bells and maybe, uplifting, synth melodies and whatnot. But then I figured somebody's bound to send something really, really strange. that was, mission accomplished. Frisky Monkey have been featured a couple of times. I really, really like them. And they were, again, also among the first to offer their Christmas song to be played on the show. And I'm going to play it now. Christmas Through the Years is the name of this composition. Let's listen to it. You're on SLE Music Radio. This is 2 days before Christmas Eve, December 22nd. How are you? I hope you're doing good.
Childhood joy, do you remember
Frisky Monkey. Christmas Through the Years. That was wonderful. It was like listening to some it's insane. I mean, they're from Atlanta in the States, but whenever I hear those vocals, I think of some like 80s British new wave band. And actually that vocal, which was really good, really sort of keeping in that there's a certain whoever I forget who the singer is in this group, but whoever's doing it, the vocals just manages to keep that sort of there's a tonality there, a quality to the voice that is just amazing. It's like a hesitant Martin Gore singing a song written by Joy Division. If Joy Division ever wrote a Christmas song or something, I don't know. That's not my area of expertise, new wave stuff. But what a great song! Objectively speaking, that would deserve to be like a massive Christmas hit. It has that feeling. It has that feeling of becoming like a huge radio classic Christmas song. Very well done. But now for some Specky Cult, perennial favorites of mine and the show, and writers of the theme tune to this show as well. This is their Christmas song. This is called Christmas Jumper. It's starting round, or soon, maybe. But anyway, in the meantime, you're on SLE Music Radio.
Stuck in traffic, tempers are flaring, people get lonely as they see the year in. Bridge before me, this is my story, toing and froing, contemplating the end. Reflect river, reflect a shiver, seeing my sister, composing epitaphs. I don't want to be a Christmas jumper. 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 Cold winds cut me, 50-foot chasm, weighing up options. Redemption calls my name. Back on the brink, what am I doing? Reasons for leaving. Take the pros and the cons. Mist ascending, thinks no is lying. My mind clearing. I just want to go home. I don't want to be a Christmas jumper. 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 Stuck in traffic, tempers are flaring, people get lonely as they see the year in. Bridge before me, this is my story, toing and froing, contemplating the end. Reflect river, reflect a shiver, seeing my sister, I just want to go home. I don't want to be a Christmas jumper. I don't want to be a Christmas jumper. I don't want to be a Christmas jumper. I don't want to be a Christmas jumper.
Well, neither do I, and neither should you. I was expecting a different type of message, but then maybe I shouldn't be surprised in that Specky Cult is the band that kind of defies expectations as to what a Christmas song from them might be about, seeing as they tend to specialize in a sometimes a slightly humorous take on life. But that was a sober reminder of the realities of this, the darkest, and, paradoxically also the most festive time of year. Sometimes it does get under your skin a little bit. I am no fan of November or December. Indeed, I am not much of a fan of Christmas in general. Well, haven't been for years, but maybe it will be different going forward. I'm certainly kind of slightly hesitantly looking forward to this Christmas with slightly more cheer than the year before, or indeed the year before that. But let's not go there. And that was Specky called Christmas Jumper. How would you like to have some trash? This is one of those very well thought out song intros that I'm not at all known for, because I am hardly known for anything. That was odd. But Mool is back on the show with a new song. Well, new-ish. This has been out for a while. And it is called Trash, from the Trash Panda. What does that got to do with Christmas? I have no idea, but let's listen and we shall find out. Trash from the Trash Panda. That was Mool, one of the most prolific and inventive and insane musicians of our times. This Australian madman lunatic. No, I'm kidding. Just an endlessly prolific and, like I said, inventive writer. Has provided us with some festive drum and bass, crazy vibes. Why do I keep referring to this music as crazy? I'm sorry, but there's an element of this. You know, there's something unhinged about the way that track goes into different places. As a side note, or not necessarily a side note, but as a fellow GarageBand user, I am amazed at the mileage Mool gets out of that software. There's clearly a lot to learn from that. I couldn't figure out how he does it. Anyway, in keeping with the always weird, wonderful, and eclectic nature of this show, the Jeff Vicario show, on SLE Music Radio, that kind of always fits the bill. You can bet on it that this artist, that artist, well, the next one too probably, is going to be featured on the show when the regular scheduled episodes start airing in 2021. Now, this next song by the La Let's, or Letties, I'm not even sure how to pronounce that, was the first one. They sent it way back in, I don't know, October, November. And they said, well, we have a Christmas song. Would you consider playing that? And I thought, well, sure, why not? Which led me to think, maybe I should do a Christmas episode. It would make perfect nonsense, perfect nonsense, because I don't like Christmas songs at all, except for like Dead by Christmas by Hanoi Rocks. And there's a Finnish band from the early 80s, late 70s, called Hassis and Kone, who had a Christmas song, which I really like. But those are the two exceptions to the rule, such as it is. Anyway, they sent me this song and said, well, this is the clean version for radio use. And I obviously immediately answered and said, yes, I can play this, but please send me the dirty version. I'm not keen on playing clean versions. Note to everybody who considers submitting songs. I may not speak dirty, but I don't mind hearing dirty music. This is the La Let's, or Letties. I'm sorry about that. All I want for Christmas is sex, sex, sex.
Yeah. I don't want no presents, babe. Don't want no Christmas tree. I've only got one thing on my mind, or what you can give to me. I don't want no mobile phone or vouchers for clothes from Next. All I want for Christmas, girl, is sex, sex, sex. All I want for Christmas, babe, is sex, sex, sex. Yeah, I wanna do it from Christmas Eve to New Year. All I want for Christmas, babe, is sex, sex, sex. Yeah, I wanna do it from Christmas Eve to New Year. Don't wanna see no Christmas lights. I don't wanna see no snow. I don't wanna see old Santa's face everywhere I go. I don't wanna hear no Christmas hymns. Don't wanna hear the Queen's speech. All I want for Christmas is a woman who can fuck me for the whole of Christmas week. All I want for Christmas, babe, is sex, sex, sex. Yeah, I wanna do it from Christmas Eve to New Year. All I want for Christmas, babe, is sex, sex, sex. Yeah, I wanna do it from Christmas Eve to New Year. toys that you bought with your Christmas paychecks. 'Cause everybody this year for Christmas I'll be having sex. Oh yeah! All you want for Christmas, baby, sex, sex, sex. Yeah, I wanna do it from Christmas Eve to New Year. All I want for Christmas, baby, sex, sex, sex. Yeah, I wanna do it from Christmas Eve to New Year. All I want for Christmas, baby, sex, sex, sex. Yeah, I wanna do it from Christmas Eve to New Year. All I want for Christmas, baby, sex, sex, sex. Yeah, I wanna do it from Christmas Eve.
All I want for Christmas is sex, sex, sex. Or, indeed, the devil worshipping version of that, in sort of black metal terms, would be 666, or probably 666, or something like that. That was the La La Lets out of Wales from Colwyn Bay. A great band. Played them early on in this show's run. Forget the name of that song. May have played them a couple of times. But that was in... You know, I mentioned Hanoi Rocks a while ago. One of my favorite bands from my childhood. Really liked them. Still do. But that had some of the same sort of... dare I say it, sleazy feel of some of their stuff. Anyway... I would have to modify my statement regarding Christmas songs. I obviously will have to add every single song I've played on this show so far to that growing list. Maybe this will become a yearly feature. Who knows? It's kind of interesting to reflect on this particular year, which has been pretty crazy for me. And to think on the next one, am I going to be here doing this show in 2021? Who knows? I certainly hope so. But, I'm sorry, the next track already started playing in my earphones, so I was distracted a little. But it's not playing anymore. Anyway, what was I going to say? Never mind. Frankie and Ricky Abbey, they've become almost like a house band. You know, they've been on just about every show for the last month or so, or whatever. They're going to be in the show in the first episode of next year. Or the next one. Anyway, this is a song from them. It's called Santa Claustrophobic. That sounds festive, doesn't it? that bit in the chorus, that that bass riff or whatever riff it was. That was so cool. A little detail. A great song too. I wasn't expecting this sort of that type of vocal, but it fits the mood perfectly. What a great song from Frankie and Ricky Abbey. As I mentioned before the song started playing, they've been featured a fair few times and continue to be so. Continue to be featured in the new year. Why? Well, they keep sending me music and I keep listening and I keep enjoying. That's what happens. I don't have like a limit for how many times an artist can be played on the show. You know, keep sending music. It'll probably go in the lineup if you enjoy it. If you don't, then there are like a million other stations out there. And I'm sure most artists are already being played all over the place. I don't know. I don't listen to radio. I don't even listen to my own show most of the time. Why would I? I don't like listening to myself. I don't like listening to the bad jokes, awful puns, and the frequent dead air. Never mind. Let's have some more Christmas songs. Yeah. As opposed to like Easter-themed songs on a Christmas-themed episode that I've been pushing for like 2 months already. A Christmas Sigh is the name of the next song. And hold on. Okay, I'm gonna venture a guess because you know I'm a bit confused. I mean, who the artist is? I can't see my computer screen, so I'm just guessing this is the song by John Warwick and Creative Reader, but I'm not sure. I hope it is. Here it comes.
Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, too. Well, all the streets are empty. There are lights everywhere. I can hear people laughing. They're singing, but do they care? But I keep walking on this empty, lonely road. Tomorrow is Christmas Day. I have to get back home. People cheering and I try not to cry. This time of year I never feel fine. Tomorrow's Christmas, I hope you have fun. So many homeless, so many have none. It's heavy with dark clouds. I can't see any stars. It's a long way I must go, but I haven't got no car. Well, I just keep walking on. Now it's starting to snow. I pour down on my cap. It's getting quite cold. People cheering and I try not to cry. This time of year I never feel fine. Tomorrow's Christmas, I hope you have fun. So many homeless, so many have none. Well, I open up the door with a big heavy sigh. Hello, my little sister. Hey, please don't you cry. Our father is drunk again, and mother went away. Don't worry, my little sister. laughter, because I'm here to stay. People cheering and I try not to cry. This time of year I never feel fine. Tomorrow's Christmas, I hope you have fun. So many homeless, so many have none. Tomorrow's Christmas, I hope you have fun. So many homeless, so many have none. Christmas is not good for everybody. Remember to share the joy. Be our best, and hope you have a wonderful Christmas.
John Warwick and Creative Reader. A Christmas Sigh. Now, I like how John approaches the lyrics there, because listening to them, you could, and knowing who wrote them, I know you could put a different spin on that and sing the exact same words, but it would actually, you could do it in a sort of uplifting way as well, you know, that sort of typical, a more typical approach to a Christmas themed song, where the message is that what it is in the lyrics, but you sort of convey a positive, a more uplifting feel, and then John just goes for a slightly more laconic approach, which fits the song perfectly. I also like the fact that the rhythm is subtly shifting here and there. A little bit like, wait, what just happened? I would say that song is exactly, that fits to a T the idea that I had in my head about the type of Christmas songs that I would be playing. Not that the others didn't in their own ways as well, but that was kind of what I had in mind. I figured there must be indie artists out there who want to do a slightly more sort of sardonic take on the classic Christmas themed song. What am I talking about? Music. Where is Christmas? This is by my good friend, maybe, I hope at least, Dave Moulter, and his producer buddy Al Snyder, who sings on this song. This is actually the name. Oh, did I mention it? I'm going to mention it now. Quite a few of these songs actually mention Christmas. Why is that? Is there a reason for this? Answers on a postcard. Where is Christmas? I don't know. You tell me, but let's listen to Dave Moulter and Al Snyder.
Why, it's that time of year when we all rejoice with the ones we love. But I've been searching high and low for someone that I lost not so long ago. Where is Christmas this year? Where is Christmas this year? I've got no Christmas card, but let me know just where you are. Church bells ring and choirs sing. Maybe I can ask the newborn king, where is Christmas this year? There's no joy if you're not here. there's no joy if you're not here. Yeah, maybe a shining star can guide me to where you are. I would travel oh so far, and I would pay any cost to make up the time we've lost. I miss you, I miss you. Where is Christmas? Cause you're my Christmas.
Every Christmas song has to have a descending bell melody and sleigh bells going in the background. That's the rule. No, seriously, Dave Moulter, a guy who cannot write a bad song, in my opinion, and whose sounds are, in every possible sense, classic. I love the vocal style. Style. It's not a question of style. The tone, the way Al Snyder sings that song, that was beautiful. You know, could have replaced the lyrics with something not Christmas themed and it would have worked just as well. It's a beautiful, emotion-filled performance there. But most of all, a great song. I do have to say, I smiled when the church bell started ringing in the background. And at one point, I was like, oh yeah, of course, you got to have that in a Christmas song. And sort of bong, 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 you know. And always a descending melody. You can't go up with a Christmas bell. It has to be like ding, 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 in scale. But never mind. Great tune. Thanks, Dave. Always a pleasure to play your music. You're such a talent. And a very nice person, too, judging by the encounters that we've had. The next artist is no stranger to you, I hope. Certainly not to me, because I'm talking about the Kintners. Kelly and I had a chat a while back. I noticed that they'd released a Christmas song, and I thought, well, okay, it's gone past my deadline for inclusion, but hell, it's Kintners. Of course I'm going to play it. The song is called Rain on Christmas. Look forward to hearing them on the show in the new year, by the way. I've got something special coming up regarding them in January. But anyway, this is Christmas. Rain on Christmas. This is the Jeff Vicario Show, Christmas edition, 2020.
We'll all be home for Christmas instead of spreading cheer. No one feels like singing. The stars have disappeared. I'm tired of starting over. I can only take so much. Repenting of my memories, squandering my luck. And there won't be snow on Christmas. We could use a little rain. No quiet ceremony. The family's out of town. There's no comfort in tradition. Maybe next year they'll come down. Lost it all in summer. It's a heartbreak every day. Struggling to remember everything that slipped away. Let this rain wash away another bad year. All we had is gone forever. All that's left are hopes and fears. And there won't be snow on Christmas. We could use a little rain. Christmas. We could use a little rain.
Another sort of master class of how to write really, really good songs. That was the Kindners, Carrie taking the lead vocal there, and Kelly singing in the background. But most of all, what a gorgeous song. Short, sweet, or bittersweet, but to the point. Kelly was like, "Oh, this is such a depressing song," but oh, well, I'm finished. And even if I wasn't, I don't think that was depressing. I found that to be quite uplifting, and the whole notion of who cares about snow? Let's get some rain and wash this awful year away. That's a really nice sentiment, I think. I'll take that. To me, that's a really good way of looking at it. I don't know what else to say about that. It was just beautiful, and their lyrics are really clever, because they come across as sort of like, oh, these are just for words that you've heard several times, but then they manage to put a little spin on it, and it's not like clever like haha clever, but really just a simple thing that sort of encapsulates the whole mood of the song, like the refrain there, the snow, who cares about snow, or whatever, however it went, snow, rain. That worked for me, at least. But what would be Christmas without love? Christmas love. UV Rose sent me a song called Christmas Love, and that's the next one you're gonna hear on the Jeff Vicario show, Christmas edition. I think this has been kind of similar to a regular broadcast, though, hasn't it? Or maybe it's more Christmassy, since it's 2 days from Christmas Eve. Anyway, here it comes. Christmas Love from UV Rose on SLE Music Radio.
Just hold me closer, don't let me go. I need you the most. Even in the dark you shine. When I look in your eyes, you shine so bright. Take my hand tonight and let's dance. You give me chills all over again. And I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. Yes, I love you.
UV Rose, Christmas Love. I can't. That kind of ticks all the boxes, or it should tick all the boxes in that sort of questionnaire where, you know, what are the annoying things about Christmas songs that you don't like? And there are quite a few there. The love theme, the tempo, the overall vibe of it. But then I find myself really liking it, and I have to say, maybe I am in a Christmas mood, you know, despite it being a week away, you know, when I'm recording this. But I do believe it comes from the earnestness of the vocal delivery there. You know, UV Rose could be singing about, well, you know, she could sing the phone book, you know, and I would probably be enthralled, you know, because I like that style of singing, just where you can tell the person behind the mic has all of the talent probably in the world to do all those annoying R&B, you know what I'm talking about, those unnecessary flourishes at the end of each and every single vocal line. You know what I'm talking about. But instead, she just sings it beautifully, gives it... Sorry, again, another song started playing in my earphones. This is a terrible operation, the way this show is done. Anyway, what I was going to say about UV Rose was that... What was I going to say? I was probably going to say something really nice. I hope, at least. If I didn't, then I'm sorry. About the delivery. That's just straight on the line. Believable, beautiful, emotional. I loved it. That was Christmas Love. Next up, we have an intriguingly named artist called The Lutras. And the song is called Give It Up for Christmas. It already started playing in my earphones, but I had to pause it. So let me just realign it here on my screen. Scream, yeah, that's it. This is Jeff Vicario show on SLE Music Radio.
I don't wanna go out alone, 'cause I know it will be snowing. The boys and girls dressed in their coats, the rosy cheeks are glowing. When I hear those sleigh bells ring, it's the only way of knowing. To do what you can, give what you will, give it on up for Christmas. Do what you can, give what you will, give it on up for Christmas. Do what you can, give what you will, give it on up for Christmas. Yeah. So grab them close, the ones that mean the most. On your life in the best, so hold on tight just for tonight, and we'll play it never ends. So do what you can,
You just have to love a song that starts with the Life on Mars chords, you know. Probably a D. Well, it's all relative to which key you're in, but, you know, D major into D mi7 into D7. And then into a Christmas song. That was a great one. That was from the Lutras. Give It Up for Christmas. Another song that I should have not probably have liked because it had that sort of gospel choir in the background, which is one of my pet peeves. I blame U2 for a lot. U2, what an overrated band. And that didn't remind me of U2. Obviously, you know, I digress. Let's talk about how you pronounce words, because that's really interesting. Yeah. Christmas song. Had a sort of a charity single vibe there. Maybe it was. I don't know. I should probably know, but I don't. Oh, The Reverse is the name of the next artist. And their song, again, intriguingly, somehow Christmas themed. I don't know how that could be. It's called First Christmas. And that's all I'm going to say about it for now. Let's listen to it all together. Let's sing along if we can, and if we can't, then never mind.
Muslims and the Jews will get a holiday too, 'cause most employers say they have to. We hold these cliches dear, it hardly ever snows round here, and I used to watch Star Wars every year. First Christmas since you're gone would be the hardest one. Christmas since you're gone would be the hardest one. Would be the hardest one. Most of us will get pissed. Atheists, Catholics, agnostics, though our Muslim friends won't join that list. There's no ifs, no buts, generosity, peace and love, though we won't spend as much since the cuts. The first Christmas since you're gone would be the hardest one. The first Christmas since you're gone would be the hardest one. On pagan trees, but most of all there's family, and we hold our family dear, though we only see them once a year, and it's getting hard now they're not all here. The first Christmas since you're gone would be the hardest one. The first Christmas since you're gone would be the hardest one. 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 Would be the hardest one.
The Reverse, First Christmas. delightful. Just very, very clever. Cleverly written. The lyrics were so good. I was just really paying attention there. It wasn't your typical Christmas fare. Or maybe it is. How would I know? I don't listen to Christmas songs. Like modern Christmas songs. Maybe there are albums full of songs like that. I don't know. Probably not. I loved that. That was the reverse. I'm not sure. Maybe they're one of those bands that I played that are from that one compilation. Well, who cares? When music is that good, then, really, who cares? I really have nothing but good things to say about that. From the rhythm to the guitar playing to the vocal delivery to the lyrics to the melodies. Just an out great song, regardless of the general theme of the words, Coming next is a selection of songs from Big Stir Records' Christmas album compilation that I was sent a while ago. Why? Well, because honestly, when I was collecting songs for this episode, I wasn't sent too many of them, and I had to just there were a couple that I couldn't play because they were covers, and but then luckily I was sent this album, and I thought, well, okay, I will play everything I get. And then if I'm missing a couple of pieces, I'm going to play songs from this compilation. So now we have 4 Big Stir artists back-to-back, starting with Nick Frater, with a song called Wash Your Hands of Christmas. Let's start this segment, which is in no way pre-arranged with the label or anything. I had to do it this way, otherwise this would have been a shorter show, which might have been a good thing anyway, but never mind. Here it is. This is Wash Your Hands of Christmas.
There'll be no Christmas time this year, so take that mask from off your beard. So put the reindeer down and put your feet up this time round. And Santa, wash your hands at Christmas time this year. And don't you super spread your Christmas cheer. Santa, wash your hands at Christmas time. Save your kisses for 2 Christmases next year. There'll be no mistletoe this year, 'cause you can't be 2 meters near to me. Around the Christmas tree, chimney, unless we're all in PvE. So Santa, wash your hands at Christmas time this year. And don't you super spread your Christmas cheer. Santa, wash your hands at Christmas time. And save your kisses for 2 Christmases next year. The kids are letting down by not coming to town. We told them all the truth. Okay, give it up. Take it. So Santa, wash your hands at Christmas time this year. And don't you super spread your Christmas cheer. Santa, wash your hands at Christmas time. And save those kisses for 2 Christmases next
Nick Frater, Wash Your Hands of Christmas. Now I wonder what that might be alluding to. That is, I believe, a brand new song. And a very timely reminder of keeping yourself and your loved ones and everybody as safe as they can possibly be in this pretty horrible time, let's be honest. But I don't know, I for one am slightly strangely optimistic about the future. You know, we've, I guess, as a species, as highly evolved animals, conquered some pretty weird, wonderful, and terrifying obstacles on our path to becoming who we are now as a group of mammals with really bad backs. We are strangely resilient creatures, aren't we? Why do I try to speak in a cod Scottish accent? I have no idea. Except that is usually a sign of this show being in its final stretch and me having some trouble coming up again with anything to say. I was my significant other, again with the accent, suggested just the other day that maybe you should do a shorter show. Might be better for your listeners as well. Worth considering. I don't know. I've been really enjoying the 2-hour format, but maybe the listeners aren't. I mean, judging by some of the recent numbers, that may indeed be the case, but never mind. Never mind. Oh, that's something to ponder in the new year. Alison Faith Levy. Now I'm gonna have to adjust the screen a little bit to see the full title because I don't want to get it wrong. All I Want for Hanukkah is a ukulele. Of course. Full disclosure, I bought one for my daughter. Please don't tell her.
All I want for Hanukkah is a ukulele. I feel like I've been missing out on the ukulele. I'm the only girl on my block without a cute little uke to rock. All I want for Hanukkah is a uke. All I want for Hanukkah is a ukulele. I want to learn a new chord for each of the 8 days. I'll play a new song every night while the candles are burning bright. All I want for Hanukkah is a uke. I'll learn F and I'll learn C. I'll learn G, then back to C. I'll learn A, and I'll learn D minor. Then G will take us all the way back to C. There's nothing finer. All I want for Hanukkah is a ukulele. While the latkes fry, I'll just sing and play for 8 whole days and nights. I'll rock my uke just right. All I want for Hanukkah is a uke. Pass the applesauce. All I want for Hanukkah is a uke. Pass the sour cream. All I want for Hanukkah is a uke. It ain't no fluke. All I want for Hanukkah is a uke.
Quite possibly my favorite song of the show. That was fun as hell. You know, at the same time, exactly what you'd expect, and then totally defying expectations. That was Alison Faith Levi, I think, maybe. All I want for Hanukkah is a ukulele. And why wouldn't you want that? What a great song. Always amazed at people with incredible voices. Me being a very poor singer in terms of like being able to hold pitch and whatnot. Then hearing somebody with that effortless skill and style and whatever. That's just great. That was from the Big Stir Records Christmas compilation album that they sent me a while back. It's the second song of that one. And this is the third one. This is a song called Noche Buena, and it is by the Stan Laurels. I don't know what to say about this song because, as I mentioned earlier, at least once, I have listened to exactly none of these songs. So, so far, so good with regard to the no cover versions policy. But do send a postcard to somebody if indeed I have played a cover too. Who knows? Who cares? Maybe the 90-minute thing is a good idea.
It was cold the night
I can't help it. I love Mellotron. I have loved it ever since I first heard it on... Undoubtedly, it was Strawberry. Strawberry Fields Forever. Back in the early 80s, when my brother played it to me. I've always been partial to the flute sound of that. Used it several times on my own songs, and what am I talking about? Well, speaking of like nothing that has to do with anything, that song reminded me of a website I used to frequent quite a lot called Angry Metal Guy. It's still around, it's a music review site. I've discovered quite a few really good metal bands from that site, like Vol and Unleash the Archers and things like that. I have no idea why that song, which was really beautiful and really great, and I'm sorry I'm not talking about it. Let's talk about it. That was the Stan Laurel's song called Noche Buena. It was beautiful. Probably the third or fourth song in that similar sort of classic style of Christmas songs. That, lush production, where even the drums sound lush. And the Christmas bells, of course, and the sleigh bells, and all that good stuff that you want from a Christmas song. I made a guess in a tweet about this episode that these songs would be future classics. I hope many of them will be, because they're truly worthy additions to the Christmas canon, and I hope they are songs that people will return to year in, year out. Another case of the next song already starting to play in the background. This is the fourth song from the Big Stir compilation. I should probably check the name of it so you can go find it somewhere. This artist is called Spy Genius, and the song is rather delightfully titled Revels Without a Clause. There you have it, a wordplay title. Let's listen to it now. This is the Jeff Vicario Show on SLE Music Radio on December 22nd. It's been a hell of a year, and a pretty nice evening too.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Christmas pantomime. Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
Oh, on a sunny Sunday morning in September, you brace yourself to do the weekly shop. But soon you're spitting bile, 'cause in every other aisle are bleeding signs or pleading Santa stop. There's festive food expiring in November, and plastic crimbo crap to chuck away. Oh, heaven knows the early fall's not the time to deck the halls. I wish it wasn't Christmas every day. I say, why was Santa's little elf feeling poorly?
I don't know. Why was Santa's little elf feeling poorly?
Well, he was suffering from tinselitis, wasn't he?
Tinselitis? That sounds awful. Did he ever get better?
Oh, absolutely. He was very well looked after by the National Elf Service. Now the Yule log stretches long before December. I'm dreaming of a Christmas that is short. And everybody knows that it never ever snows, and phony frosting makes me want to snort. I've forgotten quite how sweetly I remember when gratification came with a delay. So leave it out, you stupid get, 'cause it ain't the season yet. I wish it wasn't Christmas every day. There's no rain in those reindeer, dear, and sleigh those bloody sleigh bells. Fairy lights and crackers while the summer swallow warbles. Conspicuous consumption has us by the baubles.
Good morning, I'd like to buy some Easter eggs, please.
I'm sorry, madam, they don't go on sale until Boxing Day. Perhaps instead I could interest you in one of our combination penguin, pumpkin, and polar bear illuminated lawn ornaments. They're very fetching out in your front garden.
But we're in the middle of a heat wave. I need some suntan lotion.
I'm sorry, madam, but that doesn't go on sale until Halloween. Are you sure you won't reconsider the illuminated lawn ornament?
Illuminated
Go
lawn
on, I'll throw in an
ornament?
inflatable turkey. It's really for Thanksgiving, but I'm sure it will double up for Christmas. Just stick a Santa hat on. We have those in special offer. Or one of those anarchist anonymous masks. Make lovely guide photos. Not that anyone remembers it's been the November nowadays. In the meantime, you could use it as a beach
Fills me with dismay, won't you make it go away? I wish it wasn't Christmas every day, Lord help me
I wish it wasn't Christmas every day.
I wish it wasn't Christmas every day. I wish it wasn't Christmas every day. I wish it wasn't Christmas every day. I wish it wasn't Christmas every day. I wish it wasn't Christmas.
Now that's what I call a modern Christmas. Sorry, Christmas classic. Christmas classic. That was Spy Genius, Rebels Without a Clause. Just the effortlessness of the magnificence of the songwriting of that whoever wrote the song. That was so good. Just purely as a pop song. Brilliant. The mood shift in the middle into that bit, you know what I'm talking about, was just masterful. What an amazing song. I'm that wouldn't have been amiss on a long lost mythical Beatles Christmas album that they never made. Luckily. That was great. That was the last one. And I forgot to check the name of the album. Maybe I'll do it now because that's a really good way to fill dead air. Glancing into the computer screen. Let's just do this because why not? Big Stir. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, yes, here it is. Big Stir singles, The Yuletide Wave. That is the collection of which I speak. All 4 songs, Nick Frater, Alison Faith, Levy, The Stan Laurels, and Spy Genius. Great songs. And again, I have no affiliation with that label. I'm just on a mailing list. So, I just wanted to play those songs, even though I hadn't listened to them, because I needed to make up for the fact that I didn't get enough submissions. But that's okay. That's okay. Things get lost in the mix. When it comes to Twitter, I could have been more active myself, I guess. Songs by Ruth is the second to last song of this show. And the song is called To Know the Spirit of Christmas. Coming now.
We'll rebuild the world with old-fashioned love, not with the mistletoe or Santa Claus. We'll walk the streets caroling, and for those who haven't heard a Christmas song, we'll sing, sing, sing. For everyone who don't have and needs a reason to get to know the spirit of the Christmas season. One person at a time should pay it forward, not just to give, but for someone to get to know the spirit of Christmas. Giving a gift that says more than words, lighting up hearts by doing good deeds. Joy is for all, not for some. We'll share Christmas peace around the world as Christmas comes. For everyone who don't have and needs a reason to get to know the spirit of the Christmas season. One person at a time should pay it forward, not just to give, but for someone to get to know the spirit of Christmas. To see happy smiling faces, for warm hearts to be at ease. Happy holidays to you, and you, and also to you too. Yeah. For everyone who don't have and needs a reason to get to know the spirit of the Christmas season. One person at a time should pay it forward, not just to give, but for someone to get to know the spirit of Christmas. Everyone who don't have and needs a reason to get to know the spirit of the Christmas season. One person at a time should pay
was Songs by Ruth. To Know the Spirit of Christmas was its title. And what do you know? Almost on the heels of the UV Rose song, after which I spoke rather disparagingly about the R&B way of doing things and singing them. Here comes a song with that. I don't know what that beat is called, like a dance hall or whatever it was. Not one of my favorite beats, although I have used it myself. And exactly the style of singing that I described there. And of course, I am put in my place by a masterful delivery by Ruth. And that was actually really, really good. I can't find any fault in that. Sometimes you've just decided not to like something. It's not the first time on this show that I've been put in my place by a really good song, but in a particular style or whatever, by an artist that, you know, like back when I played Blue Beat Shelter for the first time, which, because I claim to dislike ska, and I do, but I actually disliked the annoying sort of iterations of it, like Smash Mouth and stupid stuff like that. But then when somebody does it the way it's supposed to, it's actually good. And then somebody does an R&B styled Christmas song, and again, it should tick all the boxes of things I don't like about music in general and Christmas songs in particular, and then I like it. This is a weird and wonderful world. You know what? One more song to play, and it's another song by Jib. I got two songs, and I decided to bookend this show with them, which is to say that I will not be returning to annoy you with my random warblings after this particular song. I want to thank not only everybody who sent me music and agreed to have me played on this episode. I wanted to thank every single artist who I've interacted with in this year, not only with regard to the show, but, you know, otherwise as well. You know, being a fellow artist, it means a lot to have that community out there on Twitter and elsewhere. You know, it's been amazing. I think one of these days, you know, I'm gonna like sit back and take stock of everything that's happened to me in 2020 and just be amazed. I already am, you know, kind of every day. I'm living in a constant state of amazement, in a sense that, you know, how have I been this lucky to have all this good fortune and you know, having met all the amazing people that I have and made all the really cool, talented, insanely talented friends that I have on a year where, you know, we've been in lockdown most of the time, and it's been crazy and stressful and all that good stuff. Well, bad stuff, actually, yeah. That I actually am in the peak of my powers, so to speak, you know, pushing 50 and not feeling it at all, except my back. But that's a sign of my lowly origins, mammalian origins. Well, there you go. A bit of Christopher Hitchens for you, in the spirit of Christmas. Anyway, the last song is indeed by Jib. It's called Krampus, and I just want to leave you with it. I don't know what it sounds like. I just went by the titles because the first one was called Yule, and I figured maybe this is the dark side to that. If it's not, who cares? Thanks for everything. Thanks to Ashley. Thanks to Jay, especially for having me on the air every week. This is really a privilege. It's an honor. I will see everybody, well, not see, but, you know, figuratively speaking, I will be back online on January 5th, disguised as Billy Connolly or somebody. But this is Jeff Vicario. Thanks for everything, and have a very, very, very happy Christmas and New Year.